You tired of them messing with you, Poppy?
Yeah, so they gonna just learn, man. If they don't learn, then
just give them a view. Life as we see it. Come venture with us. Explore with us.
Take a trip with us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mari Torres Lee from VIM3DRadio.com, and that's my word radio show.
I am the solution, also known abroad as El Soluciones. So what
we're coming to you today with an update from what happened yesterday. Yesterday we posted a video about our experience at the Wynn, and we wanted to definitely apologize to all of our associates in Vegas because we thought that we would be able to just book another hotel room yesterday, and that was not possible because all of the money that we had was held up in this whole situation, this transaction.
By Big Dog Wynn. Big Dog Wynn, he just, it's almost like I think they employ pimps, for lack of a better word. It's like because they just, I mean, being the client, you know, it's almost like they enjoy, you know, employing pimps. So in this regard, you know, that are things that I would say that you have to take into your own consideration. You have to defend your own comfort. You know what I'm saying?
Energize. It's so frustrating to do all of the things that you're supposed to do, to have goals and say, this is what I'm going to do, and put all of your efforts towards your plans and towards your goals, and then get faced with a situation where the other side, they don't have to do that because they don't feel like it's necessary. They don't care. And that is what we're talking about today on this segment of That's My Word.
That's cold.
Yeah.
And that's what is disturbing because, you know, being a person that works hard and believes in earning, you know, the right and earning, you know, these so-called places of elegance, or this, you know, getting to enjoy what they call the spoils. It's disturbing because, yes.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday. Okay, so we left off in the video that we were going to go downstairs and we were going to talk to management. The first thing that happened, and I have to state this, that the person that I talked to at first that morning, I told him that we were going to go down. The solution said, I would like to have a face-to-face conversation.
And he was all jipper. He was like, sure, just come right on down. And it was interesting because I was really looking to hustle down because I know how managers were, but I honestly thought that I was getting a manager who had just come in because that's why I didn't call like at 6. You know, so I guess when we called, which might have been
8 in the morning,
8, you know, I thought that was, you know, we had already got in the new shift guy.
Right.
So we're fine. But I assume he was the graveyard going into, you know, day shift or what have you.
But
so he was praying and hoping that he could get off. I mean, he was praying and...
But you would think that he was, because what would you do, right, in that situation? This is really
I've been a supervisor.
If something happens, you have a disgruntled client or whatever, and and it's my time to leave, then what I do is the next manager that's coming in, I'm like, hey, Mike, there's somebody that's going to be coming down to talk about, you know, make them aware. That didn't happen. We go downstairs. Nobody knew what we were talking about, so that we got a whole nother manager that came, and we had to re-explain the situation, and the only thing that they were able to offer is a refund of the remaining days that we were there. Now, mind you, we booked this way in advance, and we had an event on that Wednesday. This was on a Tuesday. We had an event that next day that we were hosting in our suite, which, by the way, I would like to ask the Wynn, the Encore, if you have a suite, doesn't that include a refrigerator and those amenities? You have to pay an extra $25 a day to cool whatever, to use the refrigerator, because the fact of the matter is that the refrigerator is already there. So why all of these fees? That's okay, because for a suite, that is what it comes with. But
as I was gonna say,
not at the Wynn Encore.
Motel 6 provides a refrigerator, okay? They even keep the light on. The Wynn, this is ridiculous.
And
okay? This is highly ridiculous, because upon getting there, and we really skipped the whole, because the first day was like Survivor at the Wynn. You know, we got there all happy with the kids. You know, it was like, we had to win. I know my baby. You know, this is her. You know, she was like, I remember when that establishment was being built. I was like, one day it's gonna be a nice little place to, you know, spend a little time.
And because of our Orgonite business, we were able to sponsor our own tour, and Las Vegas was the first stop for our tour,
yeah.
And it was going to be our first exhibition. So this is something that we prepared for a long time, and we were very excited about. And you know, the people at the Wynn, it was like they weren't concerned, and I understand nobody cares about anybody else's business. However, when you're working with a client, when I'm shelling out money for your establishment, I would at least hope that you have some sort of concern for me as your client, that my stay is comfortable, that I am, you know, that my needs are met.
What
that you guys
notification, okay?
I'm notified.
I don't even know about listen. This thing, okay. If anyone else, people say that the people that go to Vegas, they're comfortable with this, but this whole spontaneous, unpredictable, unidentifiable charge, aka the resort fee, why can't it be notified just so I know, so I can prepare? Because maybe I don't want to do that, okay? Maybe I don't want to be up there telling everybody I'm at the Wynn, but I'm hungry because they got all my money on hold, or I can't make the proper moves with my business because the Wynn has hold of all my money, and that I had no notification before arrival.
They created a situation and absolutely took no accountability for any part at all.
I repeatedly got put in places that I didn't want to be. Okay, all right. We didn't even, first day. Okay, first day we're gonna go back really well. Getting at the Wynn. Right? Remember I said the kids we got there. We at the Wynn. Okay, we get there, and what arises? We didn't know. Caught us slipping.
We didn't know about the fee.
We need to hold. Mr. Wynn got all this stuff. Look like he don't want. Like he don't want every day. Okay, he just needs to hold
$700.
And we were very honest with everyone, saying that we wouldn't come to your establishment to negotiate, Mr.
Right.
Wynn. That's what I'm saying. So we had no knowledge of this whatsoever. We looked on the website. We talked upon.
We looked at our receipt when we made the reservation, and there was nothing written on there that there was this resort fee or how much it was. Matter of fact, we were told that they can't tell us how much the resort fee is anyway, because it varies, it changes, it depends.
It's like a UFO.
So
okay, listen though. We you have to woosah. That's the challenge, though. You know, we have a lot of videos to come to really encompass this, because when I tell you this was a challenge being at the Wynn, it was like Survivor. It was like Survivor. Okay, so the unsuspecting, spontaneous resort fee pops up. We have to come up with. They have to hold like
$700.
$700.
Yeah,
okay.
$698. And so for people like us, we are humble people. We're just starting a business. Our Orgonite business is doing fantastic, but this is part of the business. It's an expense. We're not balling out of control. We don't go to the Wynn and do, you know, we don't have, we are our own sponsors right now. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, the money comes in, the money goes right back out.
We just hard-working people. I'm sure Mr. Wynn had to start off maybe humbly at one point, possibly.
So, you know, because I know that some people are probably saying, oh, y'all didn't have $700. No, we didn't have $700 extra to give to somebody to hold. We were there on business, exactly. And so we were very calculated in how we were going to operate the whole 3 days that we were there. And that was, we're hosting in the suite, which is not really, I mean, it's a beautiful suite, but you can't use all the amenities because all of that is extra as well. And if you're not reading the fine print, if you're not reading the fine print and absolutely everything, don't even bother making commitments.
Motel 6 offers a refrigerator. Motel 6 offered a refrigerator back when it was only $26.95.
And they keep the light on?
And they keep the light on. This was unbelievable. Just to say, for the simple fact that I stayed at the Wynn, if they would have just notified me of all these things, because the website just does, it has no information. So it's almost like you just be glad that you're
just looking at all of the beauty because it's just gorgeous, and you're just like, oh, I want to, you know, beautiful.
So, you know, and I assume, you know, you look at all this stuff, but you can't use it. No. Well, unless you have more money. Unless you're paying
$25 a day for a refrigerator. And see, the thing about it is that I understand, and please know, Wynn, Mr. Wynn, whoever you are, I understand that your establishment wasn't made for people who were not balling out of control.
Financially,
you know, because your customer service at your facility is like very, there is none.
It's ghostly. I can say it's ghostly. It's ghostly. They okay, we can't. We didn't. Okay, so we stood at the counter. We didn't get back. We didn't get past the. We still haven't got past.
You talking about when we first spoke to the first manager? The one guy.
We haven't got past the counter.
Let me just go back.
Caught you slipping, aka resort fee. Caught you slipping.
So when because by the way, in the video yesterday, I said that they were going to listen to the recording to see if, you know, we were telling the truth about not being told about this.
And I was
right? So we were on that because we know what happened. We were there.
Listen, this, as far as for me, them checking the phone records as they say they do, as you make these phone reservations, you know, for customer service, was very important to me, because to me, that was predicated on them holding my funds and really paralyzing what I needed to do for my business and just enjoy Las Vegas and the Wynn and my family for a little time. Or, you know what I'm saying, them just locking down my money because the lady told us, and we're going to go off her word, as opposed to going what you should have in writing as well.
Right.
But we can't find it in writing anywhere. Anywhere, folks.
So then, the guy at the counter said that even if they did, I did say this yesterday, that even if they did
this was
hurtful. That they were at fault, that the only thing that they were going to do is offer us a drink or you know.
A beverage. He said, so in actuality, no matter what is this saying to us? It does not matter. Okay, the matter that you have come through 3 hours plus with your family, as far as you know, you've confirmed that you've secured a residency in a place that you know are fine, and you have spending money that should be your free of choice to use, but now all of a sudden it's unlocked. I'm telling you, so then they go get the manager. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even tell you, they kept making me feel like a streetwalker. A streetwalker! I said it's a streetwalker!
So, after the guy told us that the only thing that they would offer us is drink, he said, well, do you want to speak to the manager? I already spoke to him, but, you know, maybe you could tell him again.
Little Asian dude, you know, come out looking like, you know, a pimp named Slickback, but, you know, the Asian descent, you know, he got a little, you know, he got a suit on, and he, you know, he's may I help you, please? I hear you're having a problem.
So we told him what the whole situation was, and after we told him what the whole situation was, what he did was he told us that what he could do is he could reduce the fee, the lowest that they could, and they explained to us
he said
that they're not.
I can help you with this. Our resort fees is supposed to be more because we are more balling than circus.
That's basically what he said.
We're more balling. Oh, Excalibur. You remember?
He said both of them.
He ran them down. He said we're more balling. So this unpredictable fee that has caught you slipping. What can you do with this? I need to secure the complete amount.
And we had already secured, one of the rooms.
And we had already told them, honestly, that this is really crippling our situation because we had no notification.
We told them we're here on a business trip
we wouldn't even
for this exhibition, and we don't have any more money to offer you.
Little Pimp Man, we wouldn't have came to your Little Pimp Man. We wouldn't have came to your establishment. I was saying, sir, honestly, I'm looking in his eye. I was like, I would not be here, coming to your establishment to negotiate. So the fact that we have, come here and we had no notification of this resort fee that has no identification or we had no knowledge of, or this is very challenging for our family. So, and he was just looking at us like,
well, what I can do is I can reduce it to $150. And I'm like,
I'm thinking I don't want to be.
How do you say to somebody?
I didn't come to the Wynn to be a streetwalker by a little pimp dude named Asian Slickback. I didn't come for that. He said, you have me $150, and you said, well, when you feel later that I can get it to you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how did we end up getting pimped? I mean, we just came to the Wynn to stay. Now we getting.
They took no accountability for their error at all. And they just demanded that, okay, well, if you don't come up with $150 tomorrow, you're going to have to check out from the other room, which is the room where our children were staying.
Like, baby, they came to the room and they done turned me into a hookup.
So it was like, and like no apology, no nothing, just straight face,
he was just
like this, and very, and it was just, it felt really bad because,
it felt like the Matrix. It really did. They looked like robotics. And it was just about money, and they didn't care about our experience. They didn't care. I mean, the dude told us even if they do review the film, all they're gonna do is offer you some water.
Right. And it was really disheartening because to be somewhere, we were. To be somewhere where your money is everything.
It was like we got raped
we
and
couldn't even
robbed.
go back home because we had no money to put in the gas tank so that we can get back home. So we had no other alternative but to stay that first night and even see if we could come up with that other $150 the next day. And can I just tell you that first night being there was absolutely horrific.
I would say it was living hell.
Yes.
We have never, and that's why it's very important to control your environment and really hold people accountable. But where we were, I knew we had to get out. I could not enjoy not one amenity at all. I mean, the only thing I could appreciate, the only thing that was sweet about that suite was the lemon grass shower gel that I used the morning before I left, because I couldn't do nothing in there. I just was like, I couldn't believe that they put me in that situation.
I was trying to figure out, and here's where I am. You guys know that we're doing the 40-day prosperity plan, and it was like, this was a tremendous challenge for us because, you do all the right things. You do all the things that you're supposed to do, and that doesn't...
I say I don't live in expectation, but I do expect that someone's word will be their bond. Like, upon me giving you currency and having the understanding of full detail in what we're going to do, I give you this amount, you confirmed me for a suite, you know, in your establishment for a number of days, and I was supposed to come there and be able to gain access, and I had no knowledge of anything else. So I was under that expectation that was going to happen.
I didn't go to sleep until 4 o'clock in the morning, and I think that you probably still stayed up longer than that. And then it's like, you know, we're thinking of what we're going to do. We have this event.
Now you got pressure. It's like forget going there to enjoy yourself. No, all I could do was think about the little pimp named Slickback. He was just sitting there like this in my mind all night. All I see now, it was like he was just sitting there. You know, just sitting there, and I was just like, I gotta get my money back. I gotta get my money back.
Oh, because they had already told us that this trip was non-refundable. Yeah. They were very clear in letting us know that when we booked the reservation.
We had no power in the situation.
It was non-refundable, non-exchangeable. This is you can't cancel, you can't change. So we were very aware of that part, but we just weren't aware of this this resort fee.
But upon further review, you know, the little pimp named Slick, your little agent, you know, little pimp named Slickback, he just was in my head. So I'm thinking to myself, hold on, okay, this has to be somewhere in writing. I can request my money back if I don't stay the next 2 days. I mean, hold on, I can't get pimped. I'm not gonna put myself in this situation, you know, to just say we here and even try to entertain people to exhibit, you know, what we came for. It just can't happen. So I need to talk to some people.
And we're going to do a part 2 to this one. We are sending this video to the Wynn because we were told yesterday that somebody was going to follow up and that they were going to definitely call us back.
You know what they follow up? They followed up home.
We haven't gotten a call back yet. Check the next video.
Y'all know how we do it. God bless, no stress, forget the rest. Peace.